I wanted to talk to you tonight about something that I think is important for so many people that are going through something similar or not, just people in general. Our society and culture in general needs to talk about this topic: confidence. How do we get it? How do we maintain it? Why do we struggle so much with it? There is no one answer for any of those questions. A lot of it is the internal work that you have to do. Women think that they need a PhD before they can even begin to discuss international trade, while men think they're an expert if they drive a Hyundai. And that quote is definitely oversimplifying it, because I know men struggle with confidence and self-worth themselves, but within our culture, I think there is a lot of truth in that a woman won't apply for a position if she only matches 4 of the 5 qualifications, that a woman doesn't negotiate as well as a man does. Our culture and our society have been telling women for centuries that their strength is in the home and the communal networks where they receive worth by what other someone else is saying about them and thinking about them. In that same society, we've been telling men for half as long, maybe more than half as long, that their strength lies outside of the home, where you must be confident in order to be judged worthy. And this can create within our own minds this idea that women need to be competing with each other within that communal network, and men need to have this like innate confidence within themselves, that they go out the door and they rely on themselves and they're independent. And then the 20th century shifted all of that and has created so much chaos that we all get to sort through and create something new and hopefully more egalitarian or fair or just or whatever it is that you really need in this world. We get to create that out of this chaos. But it's stressful and it's scary and it's not without its own headaches, for sure. Within that chaos, so many other great things have happened, such as a greater understanding of our brain and how we have created that confidence, how we have created a sense of worth based on what other people think of us or what we think of ourselves. And that is the crux of our confidence, is knowing that we're doing a good job or believing that we do a good job. A lot of emphasis within building confidence is placed on gaining that internal sense of worth. And I think that there is great value in that. I also understand that it is a spectrum. And depending on what is happening in your life, what stress you're going through, you are at some point on that spectrum. So you're faking it till you make it. You are on that, I believe in myself, I know that I can do this, I just hope that nobody is questioning me side of the spectrum. Or when you are gaining praise and you are excelling at that thing that everyone is applauding you for, you are getting confidence on that other end, and you are shining and glowing because people are raving about you, and you believe in yourself because so many other people believe in you as well. I have spent most of my life on that side of the spectrum where, yes, I'm doing a good job. I'm a good girl. I'm a good student, teacher's pet, whatever you want to call me. I'm there and I'm rocking it, and people are singing my praises. And then when I get into a new situation, it's so terrifying to not be getting that praise. Through coaching, I have actually worked on different exercises to engage with that other side of the spectrum. It is about where you're at and where you want to be. And that is essentially what coaching is figuring out where you are and what skills you have, who you are, and then understanding What do you want to do with your life? Where do you want to be going? And how are you going to get there so that we can work together to do that for you? And through that, I have been able to work on going from this side of the spectrum where I really need people to tell me I'm doing a good job and say that I'm really good so that I can believe it myself, to knowing that I'm okay if I'm right in the middle. And I'm hoping that soon I'll also be able to thrive in this, where I just know it. There's no more faking it. I'm making it. And I am that example that people hold up as the most confident woman I've ever seen walking into the room. And I want to reiterate that it doesn't matter where you are in the spectrum. To need that praise from other people in order to feel confident is completely okay. I have found that it's a great motivator, and it's also taught me what all of my strengths are. In school, I was a huge fan of the BS sandwich. And I know that people use that as like a pejorative, and they're like, oh, nobody likes the BS sandwich. No, I love the BS sandwich because, first of all, I received a compliment. I was doing a really good job. Then they gave me something to work on, and then they gave me another compliment, and that really drove me, and it was a great motivator. Focusing on those strengths, those compliments that they were already giving me, and looking back on those compliments now has allowed me to understand what my skill set is and where I thrive. I realized that I needed to shift in that spectrum at a specific time when my confidence was wavering. Okay, so there is this meme. If you find that you don't fit into this world, know that it's because you are here to create a new one. And the meme has spoken to that moment, or the several moments it took me to realize what it was saying. Being over here and needing to have somebody tell me I'm doing a good job and gaining that external reward won't help me build that new world. And it is that middle part of the BS sandwich, the BS of the BS sandwich. That's also the part of me not fitting into this world. Those, and maybe that's what I need to create that new world. And so instead, if I know that inner part, that criticism, is who I am and is pretty awesome, then I need to work on that. Because in that new world I am creating, there is nobody that I am following. I am creating it. I'm leading it. If anything, I am leading it from that moral compass inside of me. And that moral compass is pretty strong. And it's strong enough to create a new strong world. That's what I'm here for, and that's my mission. And so I have spent my time and my energy working on shifting from this side of the spectrum where I need everybody to say I'm doing a good job and give me all the applause, to trusting in myself and knowing that I'm doing a great job because it's the right thing to do. There are a lot of techniques to do with building up one's confidence. And one of them that I love a lot is little mantras. And I love mantras because they talk about it's something that you can easily use to rewire your brain. And so one that I created for myself to build my confidence and shift my confidence to believing in myself rather than needing those applause was, what would Jody do? WWJD. What would Jody do? And it reminds me to follow my moral compass. It reminds me to find my inner strengths, not anybody else's, because I'm creating a new world. So, share with me, let me know, what do you do to build your confidence? What do you think works for your inner strength? What would you do in a difficult situation? Maybe you'll adopt that mantra, the WWUD. What would you do? Because you got this. You too were here to make a better world, a new world. And it's filled with the wonderful things that you are bringing to the table. What are your strengths? What do you want to do with them? How are we going to get there? Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you again. Bye bye.